Hey, what's going on? Good evening. Welcome to After Dark with Shawn Cornelius. I'm your host, the romantic funny man, Shawn Cornelius, and it is so wonderful to be here on another Monday night. I'm glad that you are able to join me and sit back and relax and enjoy this show. I got such a hot show tonight, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm laughing because I know it's going to be a fun show. It's going to be a funny show, and I'm going to try to do the best I can to be the serious host that I am. But you know how it is when I have another comedian on the show, and that's who I have on the show tonight. Another comedian, Roz. Of course, I call her Your Highness. She wants me to call her Your Highness, but you can ask her about that when she gets on. Roz McCoy. She's hanging out in the back, and she's going to come on and talk to us about several different things. And we're just gonna have a good old time. We're gonna have a good old time. You know, I always enjoy myself anyway, so that's what's gonna have to happen. So I want to thank BronxNet for housing me and Files 2134 and also bronxnet.org. Whatever you're watching, wherever you're watching, I hope you enjoy the show just as well. And when we give out information such as Shawn Cornelius Entertainment, you can go watch the show or Shawn Cornelius, Shawn Poo Cornelius at Gmail. You can touch base with me and you can throw some things out there if you want to. You know, that's how we do. So it's going to be a fun show. It's going to be a relaxed show. I'm kicked back. I got my new Mercedes Benz hat on. How do I look? Do I look all right? It looks good. I know it's fitting, you know. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna lose about 40 pounds. So I don't know. I might be invisible. Well, sooner come sooner or later. But anyway, gonna lose it. Gonna knock it down. And but let's get to the show. Let's enjoy my guest for the night and see what she has to say and bring her out. She is just an amazing individual, and you know, because I never deal with anybody other than amazing people. Please welcome to the show, Ms. Roz McCoy. Roz, hello there.
Hello, New York. How are you?
Yes, we're doing fine up here. Now, where are you? If you said hello, New York.
I am in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, okay. So you're down there in the good weather, decent, some kind of good weather.
Yeah, I'm in not mosquito season because that's the only seasons Florida have.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes and no mosquitoes.
Okay.
Because
So you're
winter for us lasts 15 minutes.
okay. Good deal. So you're down in Jacksonville now. Also, A Train is from Jacksonville. Comedian A Train. That's where I was a couple of years back. I came down to Jacksonville to hang out. But you're just chilling and relaxing. So you decided to come and talk and just tell some things I know you wanted to talk about, right?
I always want to. I'm a bored old lady. I don't have a man. I don't have any batteries. I need something to do. So, and you, hey, hello,
Yes.
fella.
Yes, I did. I reached out to you and said, you know, you'll be great for the show. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming on At the Dark, and it's going to be a fantastic time. So, for the people that are not familiar with you, why don't you just tell them a little bit where you're from and all those good things, and we can just have a good old time.
All right. I am Rosalind McCoy. I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. I joined the Navy back in 1985, where that's where my comedy career started. Matter of fact, that's where I met Shawn while I was
Yes.
stationed in Charleston. You and I
Yep.
were at the
Yep.
Comedy Zone together
Yep.
on their
Sure
open
was.
mic night. And I will say that you and I were the king and queen of any show that we were on because we're just
Yeah.
wonderful like that. It's that black people magic. But
Yes, you're fantastic. You're fantastically funny and sexy as you got it going on.
oh yeah, oh sexy. Even though I done gained 40 pounds since you, I'm still sexy. Sexy ain't got nothing to do with weight. Sexy is attitude.
You got that right. You got that right. Well, go ahead. Yeah. So you're out of New Orleans. You came. Yeah, we met in Charleston. You were doing your comedy career. What is it?
Yeah.
When did you start doing stand up comedy?
Um, this is interesting because I was stationed in Norfolk and I was on a ship, the USS Shenandoah, which y'all have never heard of, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
And I was like the class clown of the boat. And one Friday back in 1994, a couple of shipmate girlfriends of mine, we always got together and did something once a month to get away from the kids. So they called me and said, "Hey, Mac, let's go to the comedy club tonight." I said, "Okay, sure, no problem." Get a babysitter, it's on. And we
Yeah,
get there,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
comedy contest. It's like, oh, this is gonna be fun. I get to vote for people, I get to look at all the people, and we sitting there and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and the MC said the MC was Herman Hurston. I don't know if you know him,
No, I'm
but
not familiar, but
okay, well he was the number one comedian in Norfolk way back in the day. Comedy went through him. And Herman got on stage and said, okay, our next comedian is Miss Rosalind McCoy. So I'm like, oh, look, there's somebody here with my name. That is so Oh, me? Oh, hell no. I don't know how to do this. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. Because if I go up there and do bad, we got something to clown on me at work on
right,
Monday. And if I
right,
go up there and do good, we got something else to clown on. So
right.
I went up there and I did 5 minutes. I had no idea what I was saying, but I came in third place.
Okay, you came in third, and that's a good to place any to do anything as far as stand up comedy is concerned is a great thing because
Especially your first time.
yeah,
And
because
then
I've been doing it for quite some time, so I understand the dynamics behind it.
Herman asked me, how long have you been doing comedy? I said, today. He's like, no, seriously. I said, today.
Right.
He's like, you need to keep it up. So I've been doing it off and on since February 1st, 1995.
Okay, so
And
let's jump right into the questions because obviously you're a female and you've been doing it that long, and you've seen some of the changes that have gone with stand up comedy. Let's go back to the original the question. My question to you would be, being a female, how hard, especially back in 1995, because I started in 95, around 94, 95, 6. How was it before, and how has it changed?
well, before I would say when I got started, it was rough for me because I wasn't, for lack of a better word, I wasn't obedient. Because,
Right,
sometimes men want to put a woman in her place.
right, right, right.
And I don't roll like that. I mean, I'm not Brenda Badass, but I'm here and I have a voice and I have the right to be heard.
Right.
And it was rough because they didn't take me seriously.
Okay.
They didn't. And I will tell you, I found comedy to be quite inspirational. Because
Okay.
best, two of my best bits came from being harassed by other comedians. Um, Harassment one was some comedian who didn't like me said I looked like James Brown with titties, and I was offended.
Okay.
And then they would introduce me at the shows. Ladies and gentlemen, come to the stage. James Brown with titties.
Ah,
And oh, that was just so foul.
right, right.
So, so I made a story about it.
Okay.
And it just so happened I was in Augusta, Georgia when I said this story. And
That's
One of James Brown's friends was in the audience.
yeah, because that's James
And
Brown. That's his hometown.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And one of his friends was in the audience and called him and said, you might want to meet this young lady. So the next morning, someone called me and said, I'm James Brown's personal assistant. Mr. Brown would like to meet you. And I went, yeah, right. Because I thought it was the dudes I was traveling with, fucking with me. But
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah,
it was legit. They set the car, like, oh shit, I'm at James Brown house. And he kept staring at me. And I'm like, you trying to see if we're related. I know you like light-skinned women, and my mama light-skinned, so I don't know, dog. You might owe me about 35 years of child support. And he like, ha, 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 you so funny. Ha, ha. But anyway, it was a great experience, and I used that on stage all the time as a get back to them bastards that was messing with me.
right, right.
Then
Now you went away for a second, and and hopefully you come on back. We can get your picture back so that people can see that wonderful face of yours. But we can
I
still
went
hear you.
away.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
still hear you though. We definitely can still
oh,
hear
I
you.
don't know what happened. Hold on.
Yeah. So
Come on, computer.
while Roz decides to fix that, we've already got the conversation
I don't
that
even know how to fix this.
Right. Well,
Lord,
you're gonna have to figure it out because I'm definitely in the building. We gonna stay on. We're gonna stay right on the air
I didn't even
until
do
you get
nothing.
going. Yeah, it went to your picture where your
I,
picture.
you know me, I
If you
won't switch to another darn.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you
you
need to
know.
go off and come back, I'll keep this going and I'll edit. It's got to
Okay,
edit.
I will
I got
go
to edit
off and
anyway.
come back. Don't go nowhere, y'all.
Yeah, nah, we're gonna be right here waiting for you.
Okay, I shall return shortly.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. So, we'll figure that out. And the thing that Miss Roz was talking about being a comic, you definitely you experience a whole bunch, especially when you're brand new. And I being a comic almost 30 years, I remember the first day I started, and it was in Charleston, South Carolina, and going on to a stage where the only thing that really pushed me was there was $25 waiting for the cat that was going to host the show, and that really pushed me to go and write material. But I didn't know what was out there as far as the comics that had already been out there, and when they came through, some of them were very cool, like Bruce, and a lot of comics, and then some of them were uncool. Some of them preferred to stay in their room till the show happened. Some of them came and hung out with you. Some of them hung out with you all day. And basically, I just bounced around and did my thing. Uh, I've been a loner, but I can kind of gravitate towards the crowd when I decide to jump right on in. And jumping right on in is something that we got Ms. Roz McCoy to do. so,
I, I'm back. Just like
so
herpes, I'm back.
man,
No,
oh
no.
Lord have mercy. We don't want that situation happening. So
Oh,
you did the James Brown thing, and James Brown obviously saw what I saw and enjoyed you. So you carried on. How you said you've been doing comedy how long now?
um, since 1995, what makes it off and on 27 years.
Yeah. So and the game has changed a lot
It
since the
has.
'90s. It has changed a lot. What's one of the things that you've seen that's changed that you don't like, and one of the things that you do like that comedy has done?
Okay, what I do like is that if you got enough momentum and enough followers, you can get booked anywhere.
Mm,
But that's also a problem
mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm.
there are people that have lots and lots of followers, but no talent,
Right,
none.
right,
I mean, they're cute on the videos that they make, but being cute on a video does not always transcend to being in a live audience.
right. Being
Okay,
right,
sometimes
right.
it doesn't correlate well.
Mm-hmm.
So what you got is people that pay 20, $30 to see a comedy show, and you got one person got one video and he's on stage struggling. Yeah, because I've
Right,
been in a couple of shows like that. Um, and it's disheartening because people paid good money to see comedy and they didn't see, so they're like, I don't want to even go see a comedy show again. Or or they don't come see people like me. I'm not famous. I'm hilarious, but I'm not famous. But they won't
right,
come see me and they'll wait and go see a bigger name. And
right.
because of the internet people, the
Mm-hmm.
internet comedians, people
Mm-hmm.
like me have a hard time squeezing in there because comedy clubs book you not so much on talent anymore. They book you on popularity. How many people can fill the venue, whether you funny or not? Most clubs
Right,
don't care. They're just trying to put butts in seats. That's
right,
revenue for them. But in the long run, it's gonna kill their club because nobody's gonna want to pay to come see lame ass people.
right. Because before you had to work hard, and people knew your name because
Yep.
it was really the internet wasn't as popular as it was. So you had to be there and show out and
Mhm.
show up. And now you can do it online, and you got 5 minutes or 7 minutes on tape, which makes you look hilarious, and you put it together well, and you send that to a promoter, they'll book you, and they don't even know if you got 8 minutes after that. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
And they're expected you when you step on the stage,
Mm-hmm.
you need to have at least 30 minutes of polished material,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because as a headliner, you got to do 45 minutes. You could wing it for 15, but you need to have 30 polished concrete minutes, or else don't step on the stage because you're going to mess it up. You're going to mess it up for everybody unless you're Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, one of those names that carry. Um, I'm sorry, I
Was
need a drink.
no, what do you say? Because some of the ladies, like I know, Samoa's at the top of her game. Amy
Yep.
Schumer's at the top of her game on the other side. You got some of these folks who are doing their thing because they've been in the game long enough to know what to do and how to carry a crowd. And there's you got them, and they're bringing the acts that know how to get those minutes and get those people. Um, what's one thing that you really don't like about the game anymore? That's really happened recently, because I just know that sometimes, even though the internet has garnished some great people, it has spoiled us a little bit, and it makes people lazy a little bit. But you still have to, the pandemic has come through. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And everybody's out there jockeying for a few positions. You're in Florida. I'm here in New York, so I see the positions that are rolling. How do you go about
Yeah.
doing that situation?
Um, there are a lot of quote unquote comedians who decide since the bigger clubs won't book me, I'll make my own show.
Mm,
And that's a noble idea. But if you're going to rent a venue and charge people to come see your show that you're promoting, you need to have quality performers. Just don't grab anybody from an open mic.
right,
Because
right,
this has always been my theory. When I get on Facebook or Instagram or text message and I invite you to come see me at a show, I am basically asking you to rearrange your life for that brief minute of time to accommodate my dream. The
right,
least I can do is make sure it was worth your time. And
right,
that has
right.
always been my attitude, and that will always continue to be my attitude. Whether I perform again, which I'm trying to. Matter of fact, you need to hook me up with some gigs in New York because I need some new bras. I don't know if you know, I have large titties. Bras
I,
are not cheap for me.
listen, I have no idea about none of that situation going on. Even if I
Well, I
tell
just
you,
made you aware.
yeah, thank you very much for making me aware of that scenario.
There are 44 double D's. If I stand on my hand, I'm a smother. I swear to God, it's not pretty. I can't jog. I will fracture my jaw. It's not cute. But anyway, like I was saying, I need some gigs
Yeah,
or
gigs.
cash app. My cash has brokebitch.com. Y'all can go ahead and contribute. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm retired Navy,
Right.
and when the pandemic started and wasn't nobody getting any gigs because all the comedy clubs closed, I got me a job where I work from home as a customer service rep.
Right. Right.
And I promise you, I have an audience every day. It's one person at a time. Whoever gets on the phone and calls me, if you ain't a grouchy ass customer, if you ain't one of them Karens, I will have you laughing before you get off the phone. You done forgot you was mad.
They don't fix it. Now, see? That's another thing that has happened. We've fallen into the pandemic, and we've come out of the pandemic, and it's a situation where you got to be you got to be that type of hustler. You
Hmm.
have to be ready to do something else, and you've picked up every. I know there's a lot of comedians who have done certain things. I had some health situations, but jumped back into the game on certain levels. How do comedians differ from the normal person who's in the workforce? Because I see a difference. I kind of do. Um, Maybe it's an individual thing. I just myself. What do you see? Do you think there's a difference in entertainers than regular folks?
No, I don't see a difference because I've always, before I started doing comedy, I was always the funny chick at work.
Right.
Any ship I was on, I was on any job I worked on. I was always the funny person at the water cooler. So I don't see a difference other than I get paid to not be at the water cooler anymore. Some other people might see a difference. I didn't, but I'm so self-absorbed. I don't notice other people anyway
Right,
because
right.
it's just me. I'm just wonderful.
Well, now when you get old, when you get older, well, you should be within into yourself anyway. But as you continue to get older, you get that self absorption, and you have to continue to make it. But you still have to make it. You know what I mean? Uh, it's kind of rough, and now we're going into a situation where, well, like you said, I'm in New York, you're down in Florida. There's a lot of clubs. There are clubs, people doing shows, and main cats doing things. Um, are you still traveling? Are you doing any kind of comedy around?
I just started again because the pandemic here in Florida kind of let up. So to test the waters, I've been going to a couple of open mics just to get my feet back in the water and get my sea legs back, so to
Right.
speak. And it's been fun. It's been rewarding. Somebody gave me a $20 tip. Thank you very much, because that go, go get my nails done with that. But it's shut up. Uh,
Yeah.
Your audience is gonna love me. I am so lovable, really.
Well,
And man, and
yeah.
I'm single. I'm
Um,
I'm single and I come with benefits, but we'll
wait,
talk about
wait,
that later.
wait. You can't change this from a comedy show into a dating app
The
type
hell I
show.
can't. Oh, see, my daughter bought me some earbuds
Yeah.
for Christmas, and these bitches don't stay in my ear.
Well,
I just dropped one.
you
It's
got.
gonna
Well,
stay there. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. I can hear you
Okay.
fine. Can you hear me? Is the question. It's not
I
about.
hear you fine because I got this one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, everything. We still good. We still. We now
Okay.
you can.
So I'm gonna sit here like this to make sure this bitch don't fall.
It's too late. We see. Yeah, we see it now. So, tell us about some of your startups because we're talking about nine. We're talking about the '90s, and I started in the '90s as well, doing things. And I work with a lot of great artists. And you're a great artist. You know, you have your own style. You have your own situation that you're doing. Who did you pattern yourself behind? Because we all kind of did it to get out there.
I patterned myself after, and I hope she sees this. I patterned myself after Marsha Warfield.
Mm.
I saw her long before she got famous. It was like 1981. She was on Soul Train because that year they decided to have comedians, and I saw her. And I thought that was the most hilarious freaking person I've ever seen in my life.
Right,
And
right.
when I decided to do comedy, I patterned myself after her.
Okay.
Now, there's a funny story that goes with that too. I was doing a show in St. Augustine, Florida, at a golf resort. So
Okay.
there were people that the only people that were there were people the color of this side of my hand.
Yes, all right, we understand that. Sure, yes, we do.
Okay, and they were a lovely audience. They loved me. They thought everything I said was funny. But in the receiving line, one gentleman walked up to me and said, "I loved you on Night Court." Because my name is Roz, and the
Yes,
character's
yes,
name is Roz, and
yes,
I'm black,
yes.
Marsha Black. He thought I was like, if I um was Marsha Wolfie, you think you'd have paid $10 to see me?
Right.
But his was cool. I put that on Facebook. And Marsha Warfield read it and she said, "But I loved you on Night Court." So y'all can't tell me Jack. Marsha Warfield gave me a shout out. So y'all can
And
all kiss my business. Y'all
right.
can kiss my grits.
Hey, and you know how us comedians are, and I don't care how big you are now or how small you are, or whatever. When you get that little compliment or whatever, you take it and make it as what you want to make it. As long as that name is in there.
I'm like, Marsha is my girl, and I befriended her on Facebook like maybe 12 years ago, and we all encouraged her to get back into comedy, and she did. Now she's on some TV show. I can't remember the name of
Yeah,
something 911. And they read on 911. It's something I forget. I should have did my homework, but y'all
mhm.
Google Marsha. That's my friend.
Yeah,
And
she just did a show, another show not too long ago on cable, with several women, and she was a headliner. And
of course she was.
Carol, yeah, and Carol, my friend Carol did the show. All right, fantastic artist. Okay, Marshall Warfield, that's good. So, what advice do you have that you would give a comic that or a young lady, since you're a woman who wants to come out now and be a comic because you've been through the trials, but you know what's happening now. What advice would you
I'm
give
gonna
a
give
lady out there?
you the same advice that Eddie Griffin gave to me. I stalked Eddie Griffin. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that
Yes, you
because
did.
Kanye
No,
acting a fool,
tell
and
us.
I don't want to get messed up with that. But I saw him at a comedy club in Portsmouth, at a theater in Portsmouth, Virginia. I had been doing comedy about 3 months,
Okay.
and me and my girlfriend followed the limo to whatever club he was gonna go to, and
Wait,
we
wait, wait,
followed
wait,
him.
wait,
And I
wait,
was
wait,
like, "Can I please
wait,
talk to
wait.
you, Miss?"
Stop, stop. You followed the limo.
I sure did.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Continue. I just want to make
Oh,
sure
because
people understood.
I was gonna talk to Eddie Griffin that
Yes,
night.
you were. Yes. Okay, go
Yes,
ahead.
I was. Me and Mr. Griffin was going to have a conversation.
And you have to do that sometimes. You got to.
No, well,
No,
and
go ahead. Yeah.
I was like, I'm not trying to get you to take me on stage. I've been doing comedy 3 months. I need advice. And the advice he gave me was be true to yourself. You always want to end your show, go home and be able to look at the person in the mirror and respect what you see. If you can't do that, you don't need to be doing comedy.
Right.
Thing
Right.
number two, and this is real important, when this stuff is no longer fun, leave it alone. Because if you keep going at it, it will gnaw at you and it will make you crazy.
Right.
You can always come back, but when it gets too thick, step away. And I think that's the best advice you can give to in anything you do. You know, if it gets to be a little bit too much, pull up, pull back, step away for a while,
Yeah.
regroup, and come back, recharged and rejuvenated.
Right.
And I think I quit comedy, what, 8, 9, 12 times? No, I'm just kidding. But
Yeah.
because you know, as soon as you have a bad show, I ain't doing this shit
You
no more.
ain't
I
you
quit.
ain't doing it no more. You stop. Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally
But
know.
no, I quit because one time because it got my mother was ill
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she had terminal cancer and I just couldn't see me trying to make nobody laugh.
Right. Right.
So uh, it was that, and then we had the pandemic.
Right. So let's get on a happy note. What's one of the places to have your What's one of your happy places? No, because this game is it's got the ups and downs. So what's one of your favorite places that you performed at, or could be city, could be state, could be a club.
Okay, there's two clubs that come to mind. Two clubs. One is a sports bar in Lakeland, Florida. It's called Winter Circle.
Okay.
Um, I go there and I sell that joint out. Cause the same way I'm acting here is the same way I act on stage. Only on stage I'm dressed better because I do dress like I'm going to the prom.
Yes, you do. I can tell the truth.
Yeah, because if y'all go to my website, rozmccoy.com, and take a look at the little tab that says fashionista, I dress my behind off. Yes,
Yes.
I do. Because I realized something about me. I'm chubby, but I have large boobs. So if I hoist them boys up and put them in
Lord
my
have
neck, y'all
mercy.
don't notice I got three stomachs.
Yeah, see, yeah, you had to tell folks that, and I was gonna leave that alone. I was gonna leave a lot of that stuff alone.
You told me say whatever. Okay, I'm saying whatever.
So now you put it on me like it's my fault. Me as you told.
I saw it's not his fault, y'all. I haven't had my medication. Hold on a second. I got the medication
It's
right here.
totally fantastic, totally fantastic. Well, if you want them to get in touch, because you told them how to touch base with you and see you. If you want them to get in touch with you, how does someone get in touch with you through the internet?
Um Hey, go to my website, rozmccoy.com. There's a little application there that if you want to talk to me, it'll go to an email. You could call me, 904-536-5442. Call me. Just make sure you don't sound like hi. Has
Did you,
anybody told you about your car insurance
did you
lately?
just give out your
You
phone number? Just did you just give out your phone number and tell people? Don't, okay, whatever. Whatever works for you. That's cool.
Cause
That's cool.
well they gotta I mean, how else am I gonna get my name out there? How else you gonna find me?
You're right. You're right.
Call me, shoot.
All right. In the last two
I
minutes,
answer my phone. Well, I put it like this. I may not answer the phone, but I will listen to all voice messages.
yeah. The, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to talk about anything you want to talk about right now before we take
You
a
will give
break.
me 2 minutes to talk about anything I want to talk about. All right, let's
Anything.
talk about this. I don't know if y'all can see my shirt. Oh, let me show y'all my shirt.
Yeah. Remember. Yeah. There go the problem we had before, but it works out. What does it say? Candid what?
It says candy yams. That's my nickname because I make excellent candy yams. And you
Okay.
can see it says Roz McCoy falling down funny.
And yeah, so for people that don't know, that don't understand who you are, you fell off stage. It was on the
Yes,
internet.
Google that.
Google
Google
it,
comedian falls off
off,
stage.
and it was there go Ron. See, that's what you didn't mention in the beginning. You had 30 minutes to talk about it. You didn't talk about it.
But somebody put that online to be mean,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
put it in my favor. That video went around the globe. It went viral, and I was on America's Funniest Videos, which they
yes,
paid me real nice for that. And I
yes.
was also on True TV, Greatest Ever. They flew me to New York to interview me about that particular falling. It was great. Great. I fell. Okay, but the
You're
thing
talking
is,
about it.
I
You're
didn't
talking
quit.
about it like you're a beauty queen. So it was great. Not the fall, but what happened afterwards.
I did not quit.
You didn't quit. No, of
Here's
course
what
not.
most people don't understand. I finished my set. I laid there on the floor and
Yes,
finished my set. But what most people don't know is that I broke one of my toes.
right.
I chipped two of my teeth and I permanently damaged three vertebrae in my neck. So I'm in constant pain. And I also got some brand new teeth. Ain't they pretty? I had to buy new teeth.
Okay, all right. So you know what we're gonna do now? We'll take a
What we
break.
gonna do?
We're gonna take a break really quick. We're
Okay.
gonna come back, and then we're gonna ask you some questions about love, or romance, and relationships,
Ooh.
and see how deep you can get with those, because you're able to talk about all that good stuff. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, it is.
All right, cool. Well, you make sure you stick around with me and Roz McCoy after dark with Shawn Cornelius, and we'll be back with more stuff right after these short breaks.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, this is comedian Gary Owen, and listen, I want to give a big, huge shout out to my fellow comedian and activist Shawn Cornelius for his Enough is Enough movements to stop the violence and senseless killings that are going on. So I want you guys to support him in his movement like I do. So yeah, again, this is Gary Owen, and this is for my guy Shawn Cornelius. All right, thank y'all.
Peace.
Hey, what up, y'all? Said the entertainer, just shouting out, sending big love support to my twin. Y'all know he look just like me, my boy, comedian Shawn Cornelius. It's Shawn Cornelius. You know, but big up to you, Shawn, on your Enough is Enough movement, doing your thing back there. You know, a lot of love, Charleston, South Carolina. You always been doing your thing. Big up to you, man. You're growing. Your voice is getting stronger. Your comedy is getting stronger. People loving it. So keep doing your thing, all right? Yeah, and send me my T-shirt. That's right. Don't play. All right, big y'all, big up, dog. I'll holler.
Hey, this is Glenn D. Gibson shouting out to Shawn and to tell y'all that y'all are watching After Dark with Shawn Cornelius.
Yeah, Angel.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
I love you. Do you love me?
What's your definition of love?
It was just yesterday that you walked away from me. You took your heart away.
All right, all right, all right. We are back. Back sitting in with the guest, hanging out, relaxing herself. Roz McCoy, comedian, very, very funny lady on After Dark with Shawn Cornelius. Hey, Roz,
Yes.
um, we're about to do some craziness. We're about to do some stuff. Yeah,
Hmm.
we're about to go into we about to go into so I need you to do me a favor and say abracadabra, and then you'll see where we're about to go.
Abracadabra.
Hey, you sound like that lady I was on the phone with last night with that abracadabra. That was good.
My
we
nine seven six number.
yeah, mind your business. You ain't got to tell everybody. Like I said, there we
And
go.
that might have been me. I have a lot of hustle.
Right, we are now in the love zone, and we're gonna try to get through this. I know it's gonna be hard for me to get through. Um, where this part of the show is dedicated to love, romance, relationships, blase, blase, and I just want to know some things. So
Hmm.
let's find out some things. Let's find out some things real quick. What is your definition of love? What is your definition of love?
Oh gosh, I don't know
You don't know?
because no, I used to think I knew what love was. And as I've gotten older and gone through some of the vicissitudes of life, I realized that I have never been in love with anybody. And uh, I don't like there's a gentleman I'm talking to now, and he told me I love you, and I told him I care about you, which is what fellas always say.
Right,
There go my Bluetooth again. Um,
right,
but I can't say I love you if I don't know you.
right.
To know
So
you would be to love you, and um, although I've been knowing this person a number of years, we never really talked on that level.
yes.
And now that he see me as a person instead of a shipmate. Oh,
Hmm.
Rob, I love you. That's nice.
Okay, all right. I'll have to answer whatever you say. What is your definition of romance? Give me romance.
Oh, I can give you an example.
That
And
that
I'm not
works
gonna
out.
mention nobody's name because
Yeah,
they
don't get
probably
nobody in
married with
trouble.
children now, and
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want their
don't.
wife rolling up on my inbox on Facebook.
Yeah, I
But
don't need no problems.
okay, couple of many years ago, when I was living in Virginia, I had a friend that
Okay,
lived in North Carolina, about 4 hours from me, and he called me the night before my 41st birthday and said, "Happy birthday." And I said, "Happy birthday. Thank you so much." He said, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I said, "Well, I'm not really, um, I don't want to put this, I'm not a materialistic person. I'm an event person.
mm-hmm.
So I like to make a memory, some shit I could talk about later. He said, "Well, give me an example." I said, I was born at 3:50 a.m. It would be so cool if someone I cared about and someone that loves me would make love to me and enter my body at precisely 3:50 a.m. on the anniversary of the moment that I was born. And it was like, "That's cool. I never heard of it." I said, "I know. I just made that shit up. Ain't it cool though?" And
I was
then we
getting
talked a little bit more. Wait a minute, I ain't finished. We talked a little
okay
bit
because
more, and we hung up. This dude lived 250 miles from me.
okay.
And he drove in the middle of the night, got to my house at 3:30 in the morning, kissed me on the forehead and said, "I'll be right back. I need to take a shower," and then made love to me at precisely 3:50 a.m. on the anniversary of the moment that I was born. I don't think anybody had a better birthday than that.
Okay, now I want to make sure. Should I believe that or should I not believe that? Is that the truth?
Believe
Or
that one.
okay, that one is the truth.
Believe. That's a true story.
Okay. That all right. We'll go with that. We'll go with
If
that.
I wasn't disrupting his privacy, I'd give you his name.
Yeah. Don't do
I
that.
won't do that though. And
Yeah,
I will make sure I tell you. I'm matter of fact, I'm not gonna even tell them to listen to this.
yeah, because you can't help me out none. Well, maybe he can. Maybe he can give me some tips. So we'll work it out.
No, he
Uh,
is not romantic. Mm-mm.
okay. No, we're not in romantic.
No,
All
that
right.
was just cool for that moment. He ain't romantic.
We'll go with that.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
All right. Well, give us your favorite date, and this has to be honest. Give us your favorite date. This has to be real. One that you
My
can remember.
favorite who?
Your favorite date, right off the
My
top of
favorite date.
yes, right off the top of the head.
DATE.
Yes, right off the top.
Oh, I was some gentleman I went out with on the ship. He was trying to impress me, and we were in Catania, Sicily. I
Okay.
never been to Sicily. I don't speak Italian. And
Right.
you know me, I'm a sailor. I just want to go get a burger.
And
Let's go to McDonald's, get a
you
burger and a soda, and I'm good.
you
But
good.
no, homeboy took me to some restaurant. It was like the opulence was just mesmerizing. It was like murals on the wall, chandeliers, dudes walking around with violins from table to table. I was like, ooh, well now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I looked at my menu, and blessedly they had the menu in Italian and in English. And I
Right.
told him I wanted whatever number 19 was. And when the waiter got to the table, he ordered my food for me in Italian. "Oh, you speak Italian?"
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. And what else do you speak? I said, "What else do them lips do?" Oh, no, I
Yeah,
didn't say that. Yes, I did.
yes, you did. And it worked out for you. Sounds like a winner. Okay, all right, cool. All right,
So
so let's.
I'm having a moment. I might need to go take a shower after
Yeah,
this
I
one.
see. Well, we ain't got that much time. We got enough time left, but you can take your shower afterwards.
Okay. Ooh, it's hot in here. You hot? I'm hot.
No, yeah, I'm
Anyway,
fine. All right, so here we go. Next question. Are you walking down that street after you get through that little hot session, that date by yourself, and you just kick a can by mistake, and it just flows out, smoke comes out, and here I come. You got one wish. I'm still working on my three wishes. You got one that has to involve love. What is your wish that involves love?
I wish that, in all honesty, the gentleman that I'm talking to now, I wish we had this conversation 22 years earlier. The conversation we had and that we're having now, I wish we had them 22 years earlier, because then I could have had the family that I wanted. I wanted 8 or 9 children. I have
Mm,
2 daughters, and I'm very happy to have my 2 daughters. But I wanted to be, um, I wanted my husband to kind of be like Heathcliff Huxtable, not a
right,
doctor, but with that same energy, fun.
right,
And
right.
I wanted to be a basketball or a soccer mom.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if we had had the conversation we're having now, if we had had them back in 98, 99, that'd have made a big difference in my life. Yeah,
Okay.
because this fella I'm talking about, he came with me to the comedy club a couple of times. You ain't never seen him, no, because he was back there in the cut, and
Yeah.
I didn't want
Yeah.
nobody to know that we was screwing. But the whole ship knew.
Yeah.
You.
Well,
I don't know if you ever worked in the office where two people are seeing each other, and they keep saying we're just friends. Y'all ain't just friends. Y'all fucking. We know.
exactly. Exactly. All right. Listen. Whatever works for you. Whatever
But
works for
I
you.
wish that we, because back then I honestly loved him, even
Okay.
though now I realize I didn't. But I think we had these conversations then with this
Sure.
understanding. It'd
Sure.
have been completely different, and I'd have had about 9 children
Okay.
in addition to the two I already had.
Well, since you talk about that, then what made then my next question for you? What makes you that so unique? What makes you so special? What makes you the word is unique? Basically, the question is what makes you so unique? Roz.
I am. I don't think I'm unique. I think I'm just a regular woman who wants regular things. I want to be happy, and I want the people around me to be happy. And
Okay.
I don't know how that transcends into being unique, other than maybe the way I go about my happiness is different. Some people drink, some people get high. Me, I just like to make you laugh. And if
Right.
you are my man, there is nothing that I won't do for you. Nothing.
Right. Right.
Um, because my attitude about a man is this: if you are my man, the world is ugly enough as it is outside. You don't need to come home to that. Home should be a haven.
Right. It should
Home,
be a
home
happy
should
place.
be where you come in and you leave the world out there. You come home and you get rejuvenated.
Right. Right.
Because I am not above massaging a foot. I am not above shaving you. I'm like Mister did in The Color Purple. I mean, I ain't gonna cut your
Yeah.
throat or
Yeah.
nothing like that unless I
Yeah.
find
Thank you.
too many damn wrong text messages. But that's another story.
I was going to say,
Um,
yeah.
you know, I first of all I like alpha males because I'm an alpha female.
Right.
And in order for you to stay alpha, I need to make sure alpha is happy.
Right. Okay. That works. That works for me.
Yes.
But you talk about men
And
a
I can
lot.
cook. And I cook two kind of ways. I cook New Orleans Creole
Okay.
and I cook North Carolina country. That's the two best eating in the world.
North Carolina and New
So,
Orleans.
oh, Child,
All right. Well, no,
that
I
young
have to
man
agree
I was
with you.
telling you about.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I
I
went
have.
to his family reunion. All them old aunts that was in their 60s and 70s, them ladies got together and made some casseroles. And I was here's my phone number. I'm gonna call you because I need to learn how to make this.
Yes. Yes. No, I agree. I have to agree. Southern cooking and
Yes.
is very very good. Give me three things that you like about a man. Three things that are very positive about men. Three things
I
that are
like their
positive.
strength.
Hold on. Three things, Roz. Just three. I see you smiling.
I like a man's strength, both
Okay.
physical and emotional. I like that because sometimes the world is ugly, especially for women.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I just want to come home and have somebody go, it's gonna be all right. I want to have that shoulder to lean on. I like that smile because a man's smile when it's genuine, that lights up my soul. It does.
Right. Okay.
Um, I love
Strength,
a man with a
smile.
sense of humor. You ain't got to be a comedian, but I just need you to appreciate what humor is.
Got
And
you.
you ain't got to be falling down funny. Just a little smart comment here and there. That I love
Hmm.
to laugh. And if you're gonna be with me, you have to make me laugh.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I had people that I wouldn't ever talk to, but it made me laugh. Next thing I know, They got my underwear in their pocket.
Okay,
Did I
we
say that
all
out
right.
loud? I'm sorry.
Listen, yeah, we need to just pull that one back a little bit, and we'll let the person who edits the show take care of that one.
Okay. All right. You didn't tell me I couldn't be bad. Okay. I'll
No, that
read.
you're
I'll
fine.
say something else.
No,
I
you're
will.
fine.
I like a
It's too
man with a
late.
good sense of humor.
It's
That's
too
a
late.
turn on.
Okay, but that's too late. The underwear is already out there, so we gotta go. All right, we're running down on time, but I want to get a couple of these in. You got respect, you got honesty, you got trust. Respect, honesty, and trust in a minute and a half or less. Which one of those are you taking out, and which two are you keeping to carry the relationship going on for this show? Relationship, honesty, and trust.
I'm keeping honesty and I'm keeping trust. Because those two are hand in hand. If you don't have one of those, you can't have any. If you don't have both of those, you can't have anything else.
Right. Okay. All right. And you have the world. You know where the world is now. You know the state the world is in now. Give me three things that you love about the world. Three things you love about the world.
I love the way when something really tragic goes on, how the world pulls together to get it fixed or to make it right.
Okay.
I love I love um I like Facebook because I have associates from all over the globe, and it's nice to be able to reach out with people with different cultures and creeds and get some knowledge and some understanding.
Okay.
What else I
Okay.
like about the world? Food, because I will eat anything from anywhere, and I I'm a fatty, I'm a foodie, and food from different countries, that's another turn on.
Sounds good. That sounds good. Uh, Let me see. I'm gonna give you a good one. Good one here. What is attractive to you? What is attractive to you in another person? And answer that one in about a minute. What is attractive to you?
uh, when a man walks with uh, with his shoulders back, his head held up high, like I am a man and
Mm-hmm.
I own everything that I survey. Oh, that is such a turn on to me. God, yes, be a man.
And
Walk the walk, bro.
does that have something to do with pride? Being proud?
It could, but
Yeah.
pride go before a fall. I just like a man who is all ego. And what I mean by all ego is not egotistical. I mean
Right.
ego. He knows his strengths, he knows his weaknesses, and he works well within those realms. That is sexy to me.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, okay. All right. And it's the same thing really quickly about a woman. 1 minute. What about a woman?
Oh, we're wonderful. We're flawless. No, we're not flawless. No, women should take care of themselves. Because a lot of women don't.
Hmm.
And it's tragic when they leave the house with the bonnet or they go to Walmart with the pajamas and the no, don't do that, sister. You are a queen.
Right.
Walk like one. Walk like I said the men do. Walk and survey everything around you and have everything look like it should bow to you
Right.
because it
Right.
should. But you got to walk the walk.
Okay. Sounds good. And we're coming to the end, towards the end of our hour here, and we popped up the favorite screen. So, with one word or two or less, two or one or whatever, give us your favorite seven, and then we're gonna end this show.
My
What
favorite who?
for? I'm gonna ask you the questions. Are
Okay,
you ready? All right, here we go.
ready.
Your favorite food.
Gumbo.
Okay. Your favorite book.
Lightning by Dean R. Kuntz.
I love Dean Koontz. Dean Koontz got a lot of great novels. Is that like one of your? Is that one of the only books you read of his, or have you read several others?
I've read several of his, but Lightning is my favorite.
Yes, Lightning is a good book. All right. Favorite movie. Here we
Singing in
go.
the Rain.
Okay. Nah, that's fine. That's all right. That worked for me.
I could watch Gene Kelly dance all day.
I
Love
was going to
him.
say Gene Kelly. That works out. That works out. Favorite flower.
Fire and Ice roses. The white roses with red or pink tips.
Okay. All right. Favorite drink, alcoholic and
Pepsi.
non-alcoholic.
Pepsi. I don't drink.
You don't drink. Okay, Pepsi. Works out fine. Favorite TV show.
The Golden Girls.
All right, we got a time. You just smiled when you said that. I don't know what that meant.
Cause everybody thinks I'm Blanche, but I'm really Rose.
Okay, you heard it first. You're Rose.
I am Rose.
Your favorite singer.
Luther Vandross. Give me the reason I want you back. Why should I love you again? Do you know? Tell me how to forgive it. Oh, sorry.
No, no problem. That works. Your favorite state.
I don't have one. I haven't been to all of them to know which one will be my favorite. I
Okay.
know I ain't crazy about Florida. I ain't crazy about Louisiana. I love New York though. Y'all just too high.
Yeah, we are pretty high up here. And this one is really good. Your favorite romantic position to close the show out. Favorite romantic position.
Piggyback.
Okay, that's cool. Whatever works for you. Roz McCoy, you were off the love seat. Thank you so much for being here tonight, doing this for me. It's been a pleasure talking to you and listening to you. And one more time, tell them your information.
Okay, my name is Roz McCoy, and you can find me on YouTube. Google comedian falls off stage, you'll find me. And I have a website, rozmccoy.com. I put all my shows on my calendar. If you want to reach out to me for me to do a show, hey, go to the website, rozmccoy.com.
Roz, thank you so much. Love you,
No,
darling. Thank
thank
you for
you.
doing this. I appreciate you.
I
Anytime.
appreciate you, dog.
Anytime. And as I always say in parting, please go with God in your heart. Have a peace of mind. Have a wonderful, wonderful tomorrow. And wear your mask. And from my mom and dad who are up in heaven protecting all of us, please make sure that you're looking out for yourselves. And we'll be back here next week with another After Dark with Shawn Cornelius and another very special guest. Roz McCoy, I love you, lady. Thank you so
Love
much.
you too.
Hang out, and I appreciate you. And I'll talk to you again real, real soon.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you.